Welcome all to episode 17 of Diggy's Dungeon. Been a week's break. We're back. Hopefully we're feeling refreshed. The World Cup is on. I'm missing England's game for this, so it better be good. Let's get cracking. We have our first caller, which is the man who I still can't understand why he comes back when all I do is slate everything he brings. But we appreciate that he does, and it's Alex, and I'm bringing him in. Hello, Alex.
Hello.
How are you doing?
Doing alright.
Good, good. Back for some more yelling from me. I appreciate it. We know one of these is going to get yelling at the very least. but we'll see which one. Good week? Good couple of weeks?
Yeah. Been going on. Yeah, I mean, like, holiday stuff going on.
Yeah. Enjoying the run up to Christmas? Have you got all your shopping done? If you celebrate?
No, I don't. I mean, I don't really. My family doesn't do like the gift giving thing.
Oh, cool. Way less stressful than the rest of us, then. Okay, good.
Yep.
Oh, well.
Yeah.
It's December. It's cold. You're here. Let's heat it up a bit. Make it feel like it's your birthday.
Yep. Red Velvet's back, and I'm back.
Yeah,
and
of course.
Birthday.
Here we go. Red Velvet's birthday.
지금부턴 다 surprise A to Z 너를 위한 이 순간 Just today 뭐든 해도 되니까 R to V 우릴 따라와봐 들뜨는 기분에 완벽한 날씨까지 Feel so high oh my gosh 전부 선물같이 덤덤 오늘 하루 마치 diamond I got a special day 시작해 another chance 달콤한 아이스크림 케이크 또다시 내게 건네 너의 heartbeat check sweat check 지금 날 보면 떨리는 네 눈빛 check Make your day 두 손을 꼭 모은 채로 뭐든 상상해봐 눈앞에 네가 원한 모든 걸 다 보여주고 싶어 It's my day and your day It's a party party 불꽃 다 타올라 어서 빨리 오늘 밤 we rock the world Just rock the world I can make the beat go Yeah 바로 오늘야 It's your birthday 온 세상이 shine and so icy Birthday 딱 지금이야 Party pop the champagne 우리 맘대로 이뤄지지 더 꿈꾸고 바래 어딜 봐도 그저 행복해져 난 with you 눈부시게 펼쳐지는 원상 같은 뷰 자꾸의 꼬리가 올라가 모든 게 완벽해 okay 눈 뜨면 이 모든 게 사라져도 어때 두 눈을 맞춘다면 매일이 또 birthday Something kinda crazy 너도 느껴지지 내 말이 다 맞지 Believe me kiss me It's your day 두 손을 꼭 모은 채로 계속 상상해봐 Everyday 너에게만 주고 싶어 이건 very special It's my day and your day It's a party party 불꽃 다 타올라 어서 빨리 오늘 밤 we rock the world I can make the beat go 바로 오늘야 It's your birthday 온 세상이 shine and so icy Birthday 딱 지금이야 Party pop the champagne 우리 맘대로 이뤄지지
Okay, Alex, tell me why this isn't terrible.
Yeah, I mean, I enjoyed this on the first listen. Whereas, some of the other Red Velvet songs would take a couple listens to get into, but yeah, really like this one. That I like the verses, like the first one especially. Yeah,
The
just
Gershwin
everyone had
sample.
memorable lines.
Mhm.
What's that?
With the Gershwin sample.
Oh yeah. I mean, I'm not too familiar with that song, but I mean, I enjoyed how it was implemented. Um, yeah, and then just like various shout outs to like other songs of theirs throughout the song. Um,
Didn't
the
catch
chorus
those.
was yeah, there was a bunch like ice cream cake,
Oh yeah.
something kind of crazy with you. Um, yeah, those are the ones I can think of right now. Uh, yeah, the chorus was catchy enough. It was stuck in my head all week. Um, yeah, I mean, it was just fun song. Enjoyable.
Mm.
Yeah, I like what's yes, what they're saying. Yeah, the swag check. Yeah, I love that part.
Yeah.
Yep.
How to make a song I don't
What do you
like. God. Oh, wow. How much did you pay the others to vote decently on this? Because I don't understand why this doesn't have some life in prison votes. I really don't. Or at least short sentence. My God. What is that chorus?
I
Just
mean,
like
yeah,
this explosion of
surprised by
noise, and then them all saying cringe shit in their like awful baby rap voices. Ugh. I hate it. I really hate it. I'm also just. I think also like as soon as I knew this was going to be sampling an old like Gershwin piece, I was not going to be happy with it because I'm sick of that being what K-pop does now, where instead of making a song, we go right. Throw a dart at this dartboard which just has random old pieces on there, and we'll sample the strings or horns from that, and that's how we make our song. I guess this is probably what SM are doing next, right? Every group gets a different classical or modernist piece, and we make a song out of that. But it's just very uncreative to me. I just don't enjoy it. If the only bit I'm enjoying of your song is a part that you've taken out of a different piece, like you haven't written a good song, in my opinion. What happened to Russian Roulette and their good songs? It's been a long time since I've liked a Red Velvet song now.
Yeah, I mean, the sampling. I guess I'm not too bothered by it. I mean, I don't know. It's sampling's done in music a lot. Like, before I was into K-pop, I was mainly into like hip hop, and that samples a lot, which I enjoyed. So I mean,
I think there's more creative ways of doing samples than how they do it in all of these ones that use classical samples or modernist samples. Because they literally just like they sample like one bit of like a 15-minute symphony or whatever, and they're like, right, we're taking these 3 seconds and that's our song. And I'm like, why? There's so much more. Oh. That's probably a me thing, but I really, really hate how they use it in here, where they pick like 1 3-second clip and just hammer it until you don't want it anymore.
So I mean, but was it in this song? It was just in the verse, right? The sample. Yeah. So,
and the verses are the only bit that's like listenable. The rest of it's just noisy, and like Swither's like, oh, that pre-chorus was pristine. What? It's my day. It's your day. It's a party. That's not pristine to me. That's like boring, bad lyricism. I don't get it.
I guess like I do kind of see it like, because on their recent songs they've had a bunch of different songwriters and producers from their older songs. Because like before it was like a lot of Kenzie, I think, but and like more of the Scandinavians. But this time it's a bunch of new people I haven't seen before. So yeah, I don't know. Maybe they're just kind of in a different stage, like just trying to find, you know, like a new sound while, you know, trying to stay relevant.
Yeah, I guess this like small samples from classical pieces is their thing now. So I'll just piece out of Red Velvet for a few years. I don't know.
Yeah,
On the bright side, they look
yeah,
great.
hopefully not.
I mean, there's that. I guess they look fantastic, but they always do. So what does that really mean? I don't know. I just the less rap there is in a Red Velvet song, the better for me. And there's a bit much of it in this for me. Their raps are like consistently the worst thing, but they keep doing it.
I mean, yeah, I enjoyed the raps. Like, you know, like, you know, we got more from like Wendy and Silgi, who usually sing. So yeah, I mean, I thought it was cool, a little different. And yeah, they actually did a lot more of it in the B-sides, more of the sing talky rap thing.
I'll steer clear. Thanks for letting me know. You know, I think the moment where I knew I was going to hate this song is when Joy came in the chorus, and I was like, "Oh yes, Joy!" And then she's like, "So I see," and I'm like, "No, just get rid of it now."
Yeah,
because usually I like Joy's parts, but my god, that part is horrible. I don't need it. Right, I need to just never listen to this song again. I think it just makes me so angry.
Yeah. I mean,
when are we getting back to good times?
They look great. Good to see Irene, because, you know, she's been laying low these last couple of years. So we only really see her at these, you know, when they have a new song.
Yeah. Always nice to have her back, but man, I wish the song was okay. For me, this is not. Everyone in chat is relatively positive on this. They're all saying key to the city, free to go, position on the board. Very much not for me. This would be a short sentence, I think, for me, at least.
Short sentence?
That's being kind, to be honest. That because the thing is, the verses are like free to go night in the cells, and then the chorus is like life in prison. So I guess it balances out to a short sentence, but I really don't like this song. I really just don't like it at all. But I'll let it rest because I don't think I have anything interesting else to say other than like why. So I guess I'll leave it there for birthday.
Yeah.
But you have another pick, which theoretically I should like a lot more. So let's go on to that, I guess.
Yeah, so the next one is Ua, so a Rollercoaster.
Yeah, let's do it.
그래 맘의 준비는 나중으로 미뤄 baby 아니야 아직 안 일러 서두르다 알고 crazy 간지러운 breeze 시작된 거야 freeze 핫 그리고 chill and thrill 나도 날 몰라 cause I'm having a party 난 네 옆자리 펼쳐진 skyline 아득해질 때까지 be waiting
Okay, are you feeling upside down or inside out on this roller coaster?
I am, yeah. This is a great song. Yeah, I mean, yeah, UA's been I don't think I followed them when they debuted, but they caught my attention with Purple, and then this year they had Catch the Stars, and Danger was pretty good. But I think this song just really like put them in my like my like stan, like my top 10,
Oh, good.
maybe top 5, yeah.
Wow.
So yeah, I really like this song. It has like I think really it's the producer, this collapsed one person.
Hmm.
I don't know, I think he's just been, or whoever, he's been killing it this year, had produced
Promise Nine
Promise
stuff,
Nine.
right?
Yeah, Promise Nine twice, the Catch the Stars, and then this one. So yeah, I think he's had a good year. It's just something about his production just like always just tugs at my heartstrings. So yeah, and then their voices, they just have that feeling. It just makes me happy.
Sure.
Yeah, and it's like I get the roller coaster ride on this. I guess I would or Chungha had roller coaster also, and that was a different kind of roller coaster. This one's a little more chill, laid back. Not an extreme roller coaster, but it's still fun. Yeah, what do you think?
Yeah, I like it, but I always like Wua. Well, no, maybe like half the time I like Wua. They're like a coin flip every time they come back whether they're going to make anything I actually like. But when they do make stuff I like, I usually really like it. So I kind of was waiting for this with bated breath, but I think this is kind of like the low end of the good Wua for me. I think they have much better songs than this, but that's maybe just me. It starts really strong, but then the chorus is like really busy, and I don't particularly like that. Like, it's a lot of songs when you go to the chorus, you can hear every little bit that's like separated well in your headphones. That's not the case with this. It's just like one big wall of like whatever, like everything mixed together, and it's like when you mix paints together and it all just comes out brown. Like, it just ends up being this kind of messy noise in the chorus, but everything else about this song I like. I just don't like the mixing in the chorus, I think. I'm always rooting for Wua, though. I think they deserve a lot more than they're getting. They need to be like up there in popularity. Got a lot to offer.
Yeah, I mean, I think they're gaining some traction. I think slowly.
Yeah, too slowly. They need to be way up there. They should at least be like Promise 9 level by now. But things don't move that fast when you're from a small label. Unfortunately. My child is in this group, so that's always fun.
Who's that?
Minso, the main vocal. She's exactly 10 years younger than me, so I'm like, right, this is my kid now. So I'm like rooting for her a little bit. But,
Yeah.
The song was good. Could be better. I think it's the kind of song that's like, maybe for me it's like low key to the city, where I do like it quite a bit, but it could be better. It's not going to make the top 10, at least for me. It probably will for quite a lot of people, but not for me.
Yeah. So what other, or what songs don't you like from them?
Oh, how long have you got? I really didn't like Danger. I really didn't like Purple. Their debut Wua was not great. What else? Hang on, let me go through their discography and I can tell you all the ones I think are terrible. They have like two modes where they're either like amazing or awful. So let me go through their stuff.
Yeah,
we can finally put this to rest. I can. To be fair, the B-side off the debut was amazing, but the B-side itself, I mean, not the B-side, the debut itself, not for me. If Apple Music has stopped fucking lagging, I can get to their stuff. It's just being very slow today. Where are we at? Come on, Wua. Right. Bad Girl, amazing. Probably my favourite. Catch the Stars, amazing. Rollercoaster, good. I Don't Miss You, amazing. Woo-ah, no. Purple, no. Danger, no. Pandora, amazing. That should have been the title track during Purple era. Round and Round, amazing. They're very like yes or no for me. There's so many of their songs are like I don't want to listen to that ever, and then some of them are just amazing. But yeah, pretty much like for the title tracks, I avoid Purple, Woo-ah, and Danger. And everything else is pretty good.
Yeah. Okay. So like you're just like half.
Yeah, it's
Half and
like
half
coin flip
so
every
far.
time they come back, basically.
Yeah.
It's either going to be really good or
Okay.
really bad. But this time it was just good, so maybe they can settle into being just good. But either way,
Nice.
rooting for Woo-ah all the way. These girls deserve the world. Let's get them up there, and then hopefully they don't start making bad music when they get up there.
Yeah.
I'll be stunned if Nana hasn't like exploded as an it girl within about a year's time, because she has it all. She dances well, she raps well, she sings well, she looks great, you know. I'd be very surprised if she doesn't blow up soon. But I've said that about Sohee from Alice for years, so maybe it just isn't going to happen. Who knows? But
Yeah.
personally, Chunga Rollercoaster better than this Rollercoaster.
I see.
But that's saying a lot because that is my favourite Chunga song. So it's like a high mark to get near that. But in this most dismal of years, I'm happy to have this song. You know, it's still fun, and I really like the bass line in the verses. It's really simple, but it's done really well, and it sounds great. So, thank you, Collapsed One.
Yeah.
And yeah, that's War. Let's move on, I guess. So, thank you for bringing those, Alex. I'm sorry
no
I was so
problem.
mean. But I have to be honest.
No worries. Yeah.
But
do you?
I'm glad you brought Woo-ah so I could at least be somewhat positive on one of your calls, because that never happens.
Yeah.
But yeah, thanks for calling in, Alex, and I'll let you get cracking. So I'll see you later, buddy.
All right. Bye.
Bye. All right, T, you're up next, right? So you want to get in here? All right, T's in. Let's get her in. Caller number 2, T, about to lecture me on how I'm a bad person and I should be more positive. So here we go, T. Hello, T.
Hello?
Yay, T's here.
I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry because I was like, wait, I had muted you on the stream and I feel like you were like shouting at me. And waiting for me to pull me in, and I was like, why is he not putting me in? And I was just
you
sat
weren't
there.
I can't pull you in if you're not here.
I know. I'm so sorry. I had no idea like
You're fine.
what I was doing. I was just staring at this like, go on then. I wasn't even in any channel. Anyway, how are you?
I'm here. I've survived a overwhelmingly negative pre-show and an overwhelmingly negative first call. So let's hope that's not going to be the rest of the show. How are you anyway, T?
Yeah, I'm doing really good. We got it's 3-0 at 85 minutes, so it's pretty much
It's over.
100% guaranteed. But still.
Mm-hmm.
So that's good news. And yeah, really good, thanks.
Good. Do we know who we've got in the next round if we win this?
France.
Yeah, we're out then.
Yeah, exactly.
That's fine. That's a decent finish.
You know what though? I'll hold out hope.
I won't. We got Southgate as manager. It's not happening, mate. You partner us against France, they kill you. We'll see.
Anyway, so what am I calling in about again?
You tell me. You're here.
Victon.
Yes.
So I am calling in with Victon, a bit of an unlikely pick, possibly. But I am calling in with Victon with virus.
Virus. Here we go.
Now it's summertime 잠든 젖은 사이 한층 나긋인 너를 chase 지금 이 순간 너를 놓친다면 죽어갈 거야 내가 살아갈 매일을 세상 가장 찬란한 비극이야 Under the diamond sky 이토록 환히 나를 눈멀게 하는 걸 I can go 아파도 너일 거야 내가 선택을 love like virus 1분도 1초도 너를 떠나 숨 쉴 수 없어 love like virus 나의 all day 남은 모든 미래 다 너를 위해 쓸 거야 너를 위해 쓸 거야 Baby say yes 매 순간이 내게 전부 너를 사랑할 시간 love like virus Rolling Okay, put it in the corner. Now we gon' hop on the refrigerator 빠른 시간 속에 go with the flow. 홀린 듯 지금 길을 잃은 기분 no reason just show me your love. 선택은 내 손에 결정이된 그 모든 것은 난 made it. Tell me what you like, I can take you new places. Rush strongly 날아줘 멀리 falling 너와 자유롭길 원해. 끝도 없는 어둠을 헤매가 발견한 작은 store. 내가 서 있는 곳을 비춰내주는 걸. Oh yeah. 수백번 수천 번 끝도 없이 두 발 아래 놓인 달리길. 그 어디든 널 선택하기 좋은 곳이니. Yeah yeah. I can go. 아파도 너일 거야. 내가 선택을 love like virus. 1분도 1초도 너를 떠나 숨 쉴 수 없어 love like virus. 나의 all day 남은 모든 미래 다 너를 위해 쓸 거야. 너를 위해 쓸게. Baby say yes. 매 순간이 내게 전부 너를 사랑할 시간 love like virus. 밤새 내게 속삭인 날 이끌어갈 운명이 like a dream. 달콤히 나를 짓눌러도 let me go. 이제 날 포함해가던 꿈에서 깨 다시 두 발로 일어나. 내가 선택한 너의 낭만 속으로 걸어가 until the sunrise. Into the night 그 끝을 너니까 나의 오래 남은 모든 미래 다 너를 위해 쓸 거야. Baby say yes 매 순간이 내게 전부 너를 사랑할 시간 Every minute every second more than every time 허락된 그 매 순간 전부 너를 사랑할 시간 love like virus.
Okay, T. Which song do you want to talk about first? What was that?
So it's still playing on my screen for like a little bit.
Yeah, it's a stream delay.
Mm-hmm.
10 seconds
Yeah.
or so of it.
So I'm sure you can see which parts of this I really liked, and why I decided to bring it. So I have no other songs from Victon in my playlist, and I'm not familiar with them at all. Don't really know anything about them.
Oh, you don't have Chronograph in your playlist? I'm amazed.
No, I don't.
Oh, get talking to Ian. You'll have that in your playlist real soon.
I don't think. No, this is the only one.
Okay.
But obviously I've heard of them. I think mainly because of Ian.
Yeah.
But no, never heard of them. But I don't know what made me click on it. But I did, and I was super impressed with some parts of it. It's obviously a massive, massive shame that other parts of it were so rubbish. I mean, like overall, it would be just like another generic rubbish boy group song. But I think the chorus is excellent. Love it. I think it's a really, really clever little bit that I wish could be taken out and put into a completely different song. I absolutely love it. I love the tune of that bit. You hear it right at the start of the song before it goes all like disgusting. And then obviously it comes back in the chorus, and that chorus is great. And then obviously the bridge is amazing as well. Equally though, the bridge doesn't really go with the rest of it, and it reminds me a lot of, you know, the classic SM song where you get like a beautiful bridge, but you're just a bit like, oh yeah, but you know,
about the rest
why
of the
do
song?
that? Yeah, exactly. So of course the bridge was lovely, but I'm not going to give that too much credit. But I am going to give that chorus credit because I think it's really clever bit of songwriting. That I just wanted to make note of it and remember it. But the rest of it is just like, you know, generic boy group rubbish combined with horrendous rap section. That also kind of makes you like laugh as well. So, you know, who doesn't need to laugh at a rap bit now and again? You know, we all need that now and again.
Every week.
So, so yeah, I don't like the styling. It's not my kind of styling at all. Like this kind of boy group. Yeah, I know. This kind of boy group is not my kind of thing. This kind of concept is not my kind of thing at all. So I'm literally just taking note of that. Really interesting. There's some really interesting ideas. There's some really interesting harmonies. There's some nice layers throughout. But overall, you know, it's like what can I compare it to? It's like a full English breakfast, right? So, you know,
Except that all of that's good.
Yeah, no, because I don't love all of it. No.
Yeah, but what are the bits you don't like? Are they the bits that are actually full English breakfast, or when they add it in and they're like, no, this is full English and it's just not?
Yeah, when they
Like
add
hash browns, that's not full English breakfast. No.
Yeah, exactly. Tomato, like get rid
Tomato,
of that.
yes, absolutely tomato. Chopped
Mushrooms.
tomatoes. Hell yeah,
get
mushrooms.
Get off.
Get in there.
No.
Fuck
No.
yeah, mushrooms.
No, I'm all about the bacon, sausage, and beans.
Oh, fuck the beans. Get that out there. This is no longer a call about Victon. This is a call about full English breakfast. You're locked in here with us. Black pudding.
Well, between us, we could enjoy one like plate, parts of it. But anyway, my point is that
that fried eggs are
really
fucking banging, mate.
Yeah. If you could choose scrambled though, I'd get a bit of scrambled on there instead.
Not on a full English, no.
Yeah.
On toast, yes, but on full English, you need fried. You need more grease. It's just like T's playlist. You need more grease.
Anyway, Anyway, my point is that I'm not sure what my point was, but my point is that there are bits there that I'd like to appreciate, and the rest, I'm like, it's there, and I'm acknowledging that it's not as good, but I'm liking the bits that are there. Yeah.
Yeah. So Victon is the group with the guy that me and Ian talk about a lot, who we just know as Horrible Voice Man. He's the rapper. Probably tell why. Although in this, his voice isn't as bad as it is in Chronograph, where it really ruins Chronograph. Here it ruins this song just because it's like from a different song, not because of his voice. But yeah, I think
is it him rapping at himself? Is he both the people in that bit? Like, is it him plus like a mirage of him rapping at him? Okay, yeah.
Yeah, I think so. But yeah, I think his name's Dohan Say or something, but he's fucking horrendous. Like, good lord. Why, how did this guy ever become an idol? But yeah, he just consistently ruins all of their songs, even when they're like onto something good. Because Chronograph, right? Chronograph is a much better song than this, until the rap part. And then it's like killed dead with a gunshot to the back of the head, like instantly by that rap. It's like one of the worst raps of all time. It's so bad. Like this rap is really bad, but this song's not that good anyway, so it was never going to be like ruined by the rap. It was just like it just helped it on its way out the door, you know. Yeah, Chronograph, much worse rap, much better song. But there's some horrible parts in this song. Like there's parts where there's like that stupid robot voice that sounds really bad.
Yeah,
And there's like
that is bad.
synths that are like indigestion sounds, and I thought was like, am I about to shit myself? Oh no, it's the song. Okay, cool. It's like, this is terrible. Who thought this was a good idea? I'd love to know who was like, oh yeah, let me just make it really sound like you're ill right now.
I know exactly what you mean.
Yeah, it's like the sound, and you're like, oh
Yeah.
god, what happened?
I was a bit confused by the whole, like, they focused a lot on this pole with chains attached to it that, like, get pulled over.
It's powerful imagery, right?
I know. I was like, I should be paying attention to this, but I don't really know why. And at one point, his car was attached to it.
Yeah, I mean, that's one thing I can give them points for. They picked a good generation of Mercedes SL, but other than that, not so much into this MP.
Was it like someone chained his car to a pole and then he like drove away so that it pulled the pole out? Like, what is that mean? Like, what does that mean?
God
What is that
knows.
symbolising?
What's it got to do with viruses? Or love? You know? It's like, what? Love like virus. Let me let me drive my very expensive 1980s SL out from these chains and probably break several parts of it, and then pay thousands of pounds in repair bills. Just, why is he in this massive like pile of sheets as well? He's like trying to do the washing in the middle of it. It's fucking horrendous. Let me get this bit right. Okay, I understand why you like this song. There's some very T parts where there's like a little R&B chord change happening, and there's some nice little harmonies.
Yeah.
But there's so much crap that I'm just like, no, no.
I know what you
There's so
mean.
much of it that's bad to so little of it that's great that I'm like, nah, it's not worth it.
I think it just like it caught my attention, and then the bad bits were almost like funny bad, which then overall made it a good package.
Yeah, I mean, when you don't think you're going to shit yourself, I can understand the indigestion sounds being funny, but when you're like first or second listen, you've forgotten that it makes it sound like you're going to shit yourself. It's not so fun.
Yeah.
Oh,
Not.
Don't listen to this after you've had a curry. I'll tell you that. Oh.
I'm just looking at the lyrics. There's nothing
okay.
really. No, there's. I'm not going to do a dramatic reading today because there's nothing too like noteworthy. So,
as Swither says, but when you've had a full English breakfast with the shrooms, get on this. Oh.
Seriously, like mushrooms? No.
Yes,
Anyway.
Mushrooms. You just haven't cooked them enough.
Yeah, probably.
Just nice, like, greasy browned mushrooms. Oh, winning.
Well,
Got me
there we
wanting
go.
breakfast now.
Oh yeah, I know. I probably won't. I won't delve into Victon too much more because I can tell that usually it would be the sort of thing that I wouldn't, you know,
Wouldn't love.
wouldn't. Yeah, exactly.
They're a group that I consistently forget about. So I'm trying to remember
I
what they've
noticed
actually
that,
released.
Someone left quite recently. I think is this the first comeback without someone?
One of them was
left.
in some really bad controversy, weren't they? I don't remember what it was. It was bad.
Yeah, was it a DUI? Was it a DUI?
Might have been a DUI. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I was saying, is it horrible voice man? Are we finally free? And they were like, nah. Sorry, mate.
No.
Oh yeah, don't check out Mayday. That's horrendous. Howling, I think, was okay.
I went on this on Spotify and I just looked at the top tracks and I was like, no, don't recognise any of those. I don't think Chronograph was even one of them.
No,
I thought that was a Stray Kids song. Anyway.
Yeah, I don't know why that's not one of the top ones because that's.
The top ones are What I Said, Virus, Stupid O'Clock, Mayday, and You Are Mine.
Yeah, I think those are mostly the like bad ones. I don't know.
Yeah.
Chronograph is great until the rap section, and then you're like, why? So.
All right.
So listen to it and then be like, yes, you're correct. Horrible voice man has a horrible voice.
Okay, I will try and remember. They've got so many dangly like things hanging off them, like so many just chains and things like dangling off of them as well.
Yeah,
Just
I
kind
thought
of,
that was the 2020 thing, and I thought we were past that by now. But apparently, boys in chains will never be a dead aesthetic.
but it's not the chains like attached to them; they're all just hanging off them, like in midair.
Yeah, true. But then, like,
Just feel like they're going to get them caught in things as they walk by.
this guy with all the like clips as well,
I know.
harness and stuff.
I just
Who's like,
it just
yeah,
blends
my
in.
dream guy wears a wears a 4-way harness and chains.
And like seatbelt clips. I don't know if like
Yeah.
it's like seatbelts fasteners. Like I don't know if that's
It's
going along with the
bizarre.
wole car thing or.
Oh, it's a shame you didn't like the aesthetic of the outfits, because my joke coming into this was going to be there's easier ways to tell us you like abs, but clearly that's not the case.
Wait, what do you mean?
Oh,
Oh no, I hate all that. Oh no.
you're not a fan of the crop tops on men trend?
Oh my god, no. No. I love
Okay.
like like a guilty pleasure song of mine is Obsession by EXO.
Mm,
I love that song. I can't watch the music video because of that. I can't stand it.
yeah,
No.
I'm with you on that.
Anyway, I don't want to ramble on too much about this one, but just wanted to kind of highlight it in the history books of the dungeon that there was some interesting bits, and some not so good bits.
Mm. Yeah,
Oh,
indigestion sounds.
Swither said, I almost bought an S-wear crop top and now I'm regretting.
God.
Yeah, no,
No, Swither.
I'm not. No,
No. Just no.
just no. All right. Well, look forward to the future. What's coming next?
Yeah.
Swither, yeah. See what Swither's got to say.
Yeah, absolutely. Thanks, by the way, T, for being my producer. I'm saying this now because T is helping me with brainstorming the end of year show, which will be happening at some point. We've been coming up with award categories and things like that, so look forward to it, everyone.
It's really exciting. It's going to be great.
Well, you haven't seen how much I'm going to fuck up the data collection yet. But
yeah,
we'll see.
You can outsource it though. I said I'm sure someone will be more than willing to help out with that sort of thing.
We'll see. Well, Stephen ballsed it up multiple years, so I don't have too much to worry about. I don't think. Even if I do it wrong and just put all my favourites as number 1 through 10, doesn't really matter. Like, whatever. We'll see.
Yeah, you could just tell us anything. You could just make it up.
True, but you'll be like, hang on a minute. why is login number 3?
God, yeah.
Yeah. but yeah, thank you for your help with that, T.
Oh, no worries. Anytime, anything. All right, see you later.
Yep, see you soon.
Bye.
Okay, next caller, last caller probably, unless a certain someone arrives, is SwitherDuster. Let's get him in. He's been away for a while, so let's get him in and have a chat. Hi, Swither. How you doing?
Oh. I'm feeling all right. How about you?
Yeah, fine. I wasn't aware I was getting a chant, but okay.
You gotta have some entry music. As we saw in some of those mama stages beforehand, you gotta have a lot of fanfare, or else no one respects your arrival.
Or else I might be awake by the time you actually start the song.
Okay. So we're right back into it, huh?
Yep. You know what you get with my show, you know?
Yes.
You might not like what you get, but you know what you get.
It's amazing for that. I was gone for too long, having to travel in times that I didn't expect I'd have to, and just gritting my teeth that I couldn't get my word in. Couldn't make my argument. I was listening to y'all talk about 50-50. I had so many opinions there. Thankfully, when you
Just spew
were
them
talking
out.
about
I'm always happy to talk about 50/50.
yeah, so what's the one with the TikTok sound and the Prism vocals? That's the "Lovin' Me."
Yeah,
Loving me, yeah. That one, pretty well done. But you did notice you did make the comparison that I thought was most necessary, which was to that Zed, the middle hit
Yeah.
from a couple of years ago, and that was the only thing that was keeping me from being super into that track because it had too many of the hallmarks. It had the TikTok thing that Zed does with just the clock sounds going into it, and then also a similar treatment of the Prism vocals on the chorus, just like in the middle. Um, Now, granted, I did prefer the 50/50 one to that, but still the influence was a little bit too clear. Um, and then they had Higher. I like that one, not as much as y'all probably. And then what was the I mean, Tell Me was my favorite. Tell Me was by far my favorite. And you said something about the quality of the lyrics, and I couldn't agree more with that. You know, tell me like you know me your whole life. Tell me like you never told a lie.
Yeah.
You know, those lyrics hit. The palette of that song was amazing. I wish that one had gotten more of a video treatment than the awkward picnic that it did get.
Definitely.
Yeah, but y'all covered that pretty thoroughly. I guess I just thought the
Wanna help me defend login yet, or
now login. Well, honestly, I think I might have to peep that perform. I don't think I watched that performance in full because
Ooh.
that's a song that requires energy to be matched in its presentation. So I think I'll reserve my full judgment until I actually check out what moves they brought to log in. Multi-factor authentication. We're not too far out from you got to do a couple moves to log in, and I'm down. I'm down with that. It may cause some disrupted workplaces and things like that, but the sacrifices we must make for security. But okay, I'm not trying to log in today. Today, I forget. What do you have queued up for me first? I'm bringing CSR.
Ichillin first.
Oh, Ichillin first. All right, I'm down with Ichillin first. The only things I have to say before we get into it is look out for we've lost Sohee and quickly had her replaced with Jiyoon from Girls Planet 999. So there's been a single replacement reaction with Ichillin, and we can see the results. Draw your mind.
Let's do it. Let's draw my time.
Listen, tell me boy, know you into me. Wanna know you till you spill the tea. 하나 둘 셋 편안히 보여줘 내게 들려줘 너의 love model. 스쳐가는 말 끝에 내 마음을 띄워보낼게. Yeah, 네가 먼저 고백해, and I know you wanna come with me. Bring me a lot of love, this pocket full of heartbeat. La 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 la. Keep it up, let's go. Bring me a lot of roses, pocket full of heartbeat. La 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 la. 구름을 치워 I don't want it. 기분이 흐려도 can't wait. 언제까지 바라만 볼 거니? 빙글빙글 어지러. Oh I 살 수 없는 물음표. 확실한 정답을 줘. Yeah. 끝이 없는 racing. 속도를 더 높이. The time is ticking. Draw, you're mine. Baby you can draw, 이리로 저리로 밀고 당겨 엇갈린 시간을 바로 맞춰 Wake up, make up, break up, open your eyes oh. 용기 내 손을 내밀어 움츠린 맘을 일으켜줘 Can you side up 지금이 아니면 Give me a lot of roses Pocket full of heart pink La 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 Keep it up, let's go Bring me a lot of roses Pocket full of heart pink La 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 영화 같은 말은 I don't need it 보이지 않는 말로 do it 계속되는 돌림 노래처럼 아낌없이 말해줘 Alright 내 유일한 마침표 다시 봐도 결국 너야 조금 늦은 타이밍 속도를 더 높이 The time is ticking 네 모든 맘을 다 내게 털어놔 밤새도록 얘기해도 모자라 어긋난데도 두렵지가 않아 Back it up, hey Drop the bass at 1, 2, 3 구름을 치워 I don't want it 기분이 흐려도 can't wait 언제까지 바라만 볼 거니 빙글빙글 어지러 oh wow 셀수 없는 물음표 확실한 정답을 줘 yeah 끝이 없는 racing 속도를 더 높이 The time is ticking Drop your mind Baby you can drop your mind The time is ticking Drop your side Baby you can drop your side Our time is ticking
Okay, Swither, are you drawing your time? Are you drawing your mind? How are you feeling?
Pockets full of heart pink. Keep it up. Keep it up. Let's go. So, yeah, did you understand that lyric on first listen?
No.
Pockets full of
Heart pink
yeah,
is not a thing.
heart pink. Hey, I mean, it is. But, you know, language is always
Not in
plastic.
English.
And Ichillin, you know, much like, you know, our greatest artists and poets, you know, you move language a little bit. We all know the pink heart, and that has meaning to all of us. But heart pink is a specific sort of idea and little nugget that we haven't really made into its own phrase, but they've done it for us. So thank you very much, Ichillin.
I've got to agree with T here, where I quote her and say, "No, that's just silly."
Okay, well, I mean, I don't know. Heart pink is something that I'm familiar with. The pink heart emoji has a lot of meaning to me. I've seen it used well. So heart pink, I don't know. It means something to me. But you know, you're calling it silly. Sure. This song definitely evokes children's melodies at times, and one of the writers on it is named Nonan Urini with in parentheses children playing. So that's their sort of writer name. So
it's horrendous.
Maybe the children playing thing is why we've got sort of a children's melody in the chorus. But I really, really like the texture to this song. It does something in the intro that I really, you know, it's not a similar song, but it's a general sort of thing that it shares with the song that you trashed earlier on the stream, Wooah's debut, Wooah, where it starts in a totally harmonic place, you know, just percussion, maybe a bass stab or so, but mostly just percussion and production effects for a first verse, and then it sort of slowly blooms into something with context and color and feeling. And I think that I think that's true across both Wooah's debut and this. You know, you have a first verse that you're like, what is this going to have any notes in it? And then boom. And then of course T's in the chat talking about New Jeans, comparing it to New Jeans. Okay, you know, we got to address this because, you know, that came up in my absence.
Oh, strap in, folks. It's going to be a long one.
T said, that I'm not her dad, and while she doesn't know that, we can all agree that's probably true. And saying that I shouldn't be saying don't compare these things to New Jeans because there's a lot of old R&B references in K-pop is one of the main things that this genre does. Okay. So I'm looking at T responding in the chat, but y'all were on that for a moment, and I'm just saying, and I'm defending, just because it has like a spare syncopated percussion thing, and then has some R&B sounds. Let's not give New Jeans that territory, huh?
Yeah, but let's not pretend this song would exist as it does without New Jeans being popular.
I'm honestly not sure, but I'm not going to say no.
I don't think it would. I think it would be completely different if they didn't.
Okay. Yeah, that's not something that I feel comfortable arguing, but it's a fair position. I don't think it's fair to say that that's certain. But yeah, there's really a lot of good stuff going on in this song. Just listening to the instrumental in isolation, you're like, ooh, yeah, there's nice details.
Yeah.
It moves along well. I think, yeah, the part that hurt it most is the sort of chanty children's melody chorus, even though in a certain context that could be kind of hype. But for the most part, I do think it hurt this song. If it blossomed, like I was saying, into something that was more direct and long form melodic in the chorus, then I think that probably would have panned out better. But yeah, Ji-yoon's debut with the group, she was giving some very warm smiles. Mm-hmm. Really appreciated that. Member Yeju absolutely killed it in this MV. She had this lean against the bus with that sly smile that was just incredible. Yeju's swag was turned to absolute maximum throughout the course of this video. Yes, right there. It just played on the screen.
She with the hat on the bonnet?
With the half wink into the
on the bonnet of the bus.
Windshield.
Okay. I know
Incredible. She killed it. Yeah, and every time I see Junie, I'm just thinking about her at ISAC tripping while running the 200 or whatever it was. Just eating it on the track, but she got right back up and finished the race. Great attitude.
Yay, sports injuries. Woo.
something that they must suffer as part of this these contracts that they signed.
This fucked up industry we're all watching.
Yeah. We've talked a little bit about the extent to which a lot of things that K-pop idols go through are being pretty analogous to hazing. Mm-hmm. But, again, she demonstrated persistence and resilience, strength of character, respect to her and Jackie, the American members. They're doing us as proud as they probably can. And
were they
EG,
the two that did the intro with the rapping?
I think that was Junie. I forget if Jackie was also on that verse, but Jackie's just on screen with the camcorder looking fly. Yeah, I thought the styling was cool on this, and something that I said a while ago when they just posted the teaser images for this. There's some really fun details in the outfits. There's one part where they're wearing these jackets where every single one of them has a pin that says "shit year." And I just appreciated that in a track like this where it sounds sort of childish at moments, and then they just got a sly little pin on everybody that says "shit year" in the style of the Goodyear logo with a little, Apollo foot or whatever.
Oh,
yeah, I thought that was cheeky and good. Yeah, really enjoyed this one, even though, and I really think, yeah, actually, I'm going to go harder against the New Jeans comparison because, I mean, look at their previous songs. They have they're no strangers to syncopated percussion and that sort of cool stuff on which one was it? Their second comeback.
The one that no one cared about.
No, it was Fly.
What the hell is it called?
It was really good. I'm sorry, I'm struggling. Fresh.
Yeah.
Yeah, so Fresh. You could totally draw a line between Fresh and this one in terms of its sonic palette. So yeah, I'm more roundly rejecting the notion that this wouldn't have happened were it not for New Jeans. Because yeah, there's definitely aspects of this that come through from Fresh, and I still think people gotta go back and listen to Fresh a little bit because that song keeps giving a little bit. But yeah, happy to see the Ichillin girls out looking good, back as 7. You know, I never knew that much about the now exited member, so it didn't hurt that bad. But Jiyun looks like she's down for it, and she was pretty solid on Girls Planet. So much luck. I see that she just did like a OST something solo as well, so they're incorporating her with fervor. You know, they're trying to give her a good shake. I respect that. I still don't know much about the company, but you know, I'm grateful we have Ichillin. If I'm chilling, you're chilling. If you're chilling, I chillin'.
Yes, we're chilling.
Sorry, yeah, I kind of spoke over you a lot, but
I'm used to it, mate.
what are some of your, get a little bit more into your thoughts on some of this?
Okay, intro, bin it, garbage, awful, bin it, awful, don't need the rap, bye. After that, fun, cool. You know, I like the texture, like you say. Production's pretty good on this. There's some like interesting little details. It's like well mixed, where it kind of like fades between ears sometimes, and like there's some of those like brave soundy details where there's like random little moments of people saying stuff like way in the back of your ear, which is nice. While there's like really soft synths in the front, like really keeping you occupied. That's nice. You know, as you said, like the nursery rhyme bit does hurt it, but because it's sung in Jiyun's voice, which is very different to the rest of the group, very kind of like warm, jazzier tone, works a bit more, but still doesn't really need to be there. Chorus is good. It's kind of interesting they put like Jiyun and EG right back to back because they have like directly opposite voices, where like Jiyun's is like very kind of undefined but jazzy and warm, and then EG's is like really clean and really like obvious what she's saying and whatever.
Yeah, I agree.
Interesting they did that, but yeah, there's cool little details everywhere. It's just that the song itself is not that amazing. It's fine, but like it's very obviously a New Jeans thing. As much as you want to say it isn't, but it's very obviously a New Jeans thing.
I really don't think so, but it's fair. It's fair.
I'm not currently like wishing for my death before this trend ends, like I was with like rock and towards the end Tropical House. So at the moment, I don't particularly mind this. I'm sure once it's been a year of having nothing but this style, I'll be sick to death of it. But right now, I'm okay with it. This song's fine. I like it enough. It's not going to ever make a top 10 list for me, but it's fine. It's all right.
Okay. Well, yeah, I'm glad that you brought up sort of the level of the synths because I sort of forgot to talk about that. The way that, like, how low some of the synth pads are mixed early in the song was like really impressive to me. It just felt like a type of choice restraint that you don't hear that frequently. Mm-hmm. And I thought that was a nice. It really was like, I mean, how surprising could just the level of an instrument be? But it did have a surprising effect on it, just like realizing that the magnitude of all of these instruments is something that, you know, is always a choice, and making that choice, it did stand out as being something that added to it. But I do agree with you that first rap verse, something about the I want to know you till you spill the tea. I think Junie says that.
Because it's not clear what they're saying either. Because the lyric, I looked it up because I was like, what the fuck are they saying? It's wanna annoy you until you spill the tea. But it sounds like wanna know you till you spill the tea because you can't put another A in because there's no space for it.
Yeah, I did think it was
said, I'll annoy you till you spill the tea, but that would have made too much sense, so we don't do that.
Yeah. Just generally, the rhyming with the spill the tea is it's a little past its prime for
Yeah,
sure.
don't need spill the tea.
Yeah, so that didn't hit great, but yeah, I do just feel like a lot of the materials were here for something good, and there were just a couple missteps. But yeah, enjoy the video, good style, and the girls are all showing out. I'm very glad that Ichillin is, you know, showing some resilience, like I said.
Mhm.
Um,
One thing I want to
yeah,
highlight, I'm noticing with this generation of groups, is they all seem to have like a really clear it girl candidate. Like with Ichillin, it's EG. Like she's very obviously standing out. She's not my bias, but she's obviously the it girl candidate. And like it's like her, Nana, Sohi, all these people that just should be huge and just aren't. You know, they've got everything, but it just never quite happens, just because they're all just outstanding in their groups.
yeah, EG definitely has some crazy dancing chops that I've witnessed. I haven't
Mhm.
heard her sing, or I haven't paid attention to it enough to. I sort of know her vocal color, but I'm not sure if I've heard her sort of perform live in such a context where I
Yeah,
was able to judge. Um, but yeah,
she's not the best vocal in the group like the others are, but like she's still pretty good.
her dance is it definitely does stand out. She's really a killer
Mhm.
in that capacity. Um, but yeah, they have their own thing. Ichillin does have their own thing, and I really will continue to fight to make sure that people aren't trying to flatten some of these girl groups that do vaguely '90s things or vaguely
Oh,
R&B
you got
things,
a
and
tough
then get.
year in next year, buddy.
I may,
Every week
but,
it's like, stop talking about New Jeans, come on.
yeah, I'll be here. I'll come
Yeah.
back. Uh, if this is the hill that I die on, at least it's a grassy knoll. Um,
If this actually does continue, as I assume it will for most of next year, I'm gonna have to have at least one call with you and T, just like slinging verbal crap at each other for ages.
Please,
I'll
I
bring
would
you
love
both on,
to.
and I'll just be a mediator. Yeah, just let you guys go for it.
I mean, I couldn't sling any crap. I have too much respect for T, but I would love to chop
Oh.
it out with T about some of these things. Um, but yeah, I feel like we covered this one.
Yeah, the vote split between Key to the City and Night in the Cells. That's probably about right for me. I'm probably give it maybe low Key to the City again. It's decent, decent
Okay.
song. But anyway, we'll move on to your next pick.
All right. Next up is CSR, Chosaran, First Love. Just a little bit of a preamble. Uh, they posted a number. So when I brought on their debut song, Pop Pop, amazing song. Uh, my first comparison was G Friend. Your first comparison was Lovelies, and
Mm-hmm.
we were both right. There's definitely a lot of Lovelies going on there, but there's also, especially aesthetically, a lot of G Friend going on there. And then in confirmation of that, they posted a number of, or sort of a medley of G Friend covers, dance covers that were really good. And I follow Yuju, G Friend member Yuju, or ex G Friend member Yuju, on Instagram, and she posted in support of these girls and said, go CSR.
That's
Love to see
nice.
y'all covering G Friend, essentially. And so that made me very happy and made me want to dig more into this group. And then they come out with this song that we're about to cover about a certain type of, something that might circumscribe Heart Pink, you know.
What?
Let's get into it.
Don't make me say the title. Come on, man.
Loveticon.
Okay, let's do it.
나만 빼고 다 알아봐 난 뭐가 뭔지 모르겠어 이 기분을 설명해줘 널 보고 싶을 때마다 발끝마다 붙여 Loveticon 왜 아직 모르 심해질 때 괜히 혼자 좀 심심할 때 먹고 싶은 거 다 가고 싶은 거 다 너랑 나랑 밤새 얘기할래 넌 지금 뭐해 오늘 왜 연락 안 해 내 MBTI가 바뀌었나봐 일상의 I2E B2G나 변했나봐 평소와는 다르게 나 묶은 머리를 풀고 신경 안 쓰던 양말까지 고르고 있어 미쳤나봐 넌 웃긴 애가 아닌데 자꾸 웃게 돼 너랑 있으면 컨트롤이 어려워져 오늘도 난 Do you Loveticon
Okay, do you love to con this song?
Do you? I do, for sure.
Okay, why?
Well, because it's a ray of sunshine in a very dark landscape. Come on. This was beautiful. This was beautiful. This had Sweet Tune production on it. Would you believe it?
I wouldn't believe it, no.
You wouldn't believe it. It had Hwang Hyun, sorry, from Sweet Tune, and then guy from Mono Tree, Yoon Jung Sung.
How the mighty have fallen.
How the mighty have fallen. Okay, okay. And just as a side note, Uracha from their previous EP, which was stacked top to bottom, Uracha was also a Sweet Tune production. So, you know, don't sleep if that's your metric. Don't sleep.
Don't sleep on me.
Exactly.
On Chromio?
Yeah, don't sleep on them either. You know,
Yeah.
you know I don't.
I've listened to that song so much this year, my god.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, some of the members were absolutely killing it in this video. Some smiles are just rising in prominence as being, you know, industry best smiles. That was something that T was talking about with 50/50 that I agreed with, was the quality and warmth of the smiles on display. And that really is, it's something, it's more important than we want to say. Yeah, member Gumhee, absolutely, you know, bursting with positivity and warmth. They just won their first win on a music show this last week, and they had a little encore stage as they do, and they were just precious on it. Some of the members, you know, were going for notes that, you know, they don't have to on an encore stage, and I appreciated that. And in the moments between, Gummy was just being so precious, and then member Duna also fantastic smile, very precious. And then member Yeham, you know, if I'm gonna make it clear what the spelling is, you know, Yeham.
Kanye Ham.
Yeham. But you know, I imagine it's pronounced closer to like Yam. But
spell it.
But she is a great singer. I think it's they don't list themselves as having like positions in the group, I don't think, as far as I've seen, but it seems clear to me that she's the strongest vocalist, and she was the one during the encore stage that was going for notes that no one said she had to, so I respect that. And yeah, all of them are precious. I love this song. I think this type of song we need. And you know, they had a little rap verse about the MBTI, I to E, E to Z, you know, that bit. And I think that was Gumhee as well. And I thought they did that in a really precious fashion, and the way that it works with the choreo when they do a live performance. I just thought that was executed surprisingly well and surprisingly likably to me. I appreciated it. But yeah, you know, you talk all about, you know, Sweet Tune. Oh, I miss Sweet Tune. Oh, Bring Sweet Tune production back, and then you get a beautiful classic sounding song. This is, timeless.
Classic
Truly,
sounding.
truly a timeless type of song, and it's produced by your faves,
Not
and
my faves,
everyone's
Ian's
looking
faves.
precious. Well, okay, yeah, you're more Brave Brothers, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, well, yeah, by some titans of the industry, we'll say, and still you can't give it the time of day, huh? This is amazing.
I give it time of day and then it wastes it.
Okay.
That's what happens. I tried it. It's just not good.
Oh.
It's just
I don't
very
know.
played out.
Played out. What's played out?
Oh. How many songs are using the exact same pitch of that? And
Okay.
to you this is precious and this is adorable and a ray of sunshine. To me this is like when you've had way too much sugar and you're about to vom. And it's no longer taking any effect. It's like the third sugary coffee of the day, where it just no longer does anything for you, and you're like, oh god, I need to stop having this.
Yeah, I can't relate to that much, so maybe that is a difference between us.
Yeah.
But
it's more exhausting than it is precious to me.
Okay. Well, yeah, maybe your smile muscles aren't as developed as these promising new performers. They've been working on their gains and their masseter muscles and that sort of thing. And I understand living in Britain for decades, it does a number. Those smile muscles sort of atrophy, I imagine. But my heart goes out to you. I hope that maybe they can reach you at some point.
I'm with T on this. The smiles are extreme, but not genuine. There's dead behind the eyes, but the smile is huge. It's not like 50-50 where you're like, damn, okay, actually, yeah, kind of makes sense. Looks normal. Looks like they're actually smiling. Here, it's like circus act level smiling. It's way too much. It's like everything is turned up to 11, which I just don't need.
Well, yeah, we get into this sometimes when I come on the show, is the notion of authenticity and how well do you trust yourself to gauge it, and then how important is it to you. And to me, I don't trust myself that well to gauge authenticity, so I generally don't make that big of judgments on it unless it's really astonishingly clear. And yes, this is their job. They had to smile for sure.
Yeah,
but
I agree with T. You can imagine them being on set being screamed at, "Smile more! Smile more!" I could almost hear the angry Korean guy behind the camera doing that.
No, it's clearly Lisa. Lisa goes through all those camps and gives her stump speech about, well, why don't you smile? I told you to smile. And that's how we get an industry with standards for such things. But yeah, I agree in the sense that, I'm not going to believe that all of these smiles are the product of just a natural emotion that sprung up within them. But that doesn't mean that the smiles aren't very warm and nice and bright.
Don't get me wrong, I'm aware none of the smiles we're seeing are genuine smiles. It's their job. But it's like, good acting compared to Nicolas Cage acting,
Okay, sure.
50-50 know how to make it look like they actually want to smile, whereas these girls are just right, pin my mouth open as far as it can go so I'm smiling all the time. It's like the Nicolas Cage version of natural smiling, and it just ain't doing it.
I could see that with Gumi because she does have a giant smile in this video at multiple points. But then when I saw that encore stage, she does kind of sell it. I don't know. She's kind of believable as a sort of ray of sunshine. So I don't know. I'm gonna give him that.
Yeah, my descriptor for this would just be saccharine, I think.
Okay. Yeah, I mean,
I'm
kind of down for that.
If you're going to be saccharine, you've got to have some parody to it, in my opinion. I liked it when Crayon Pop did this kind of ridiculous, over the top saccharine type shit, because it was parody, whereas here it's not.
As a sort of frame
It
of
is what it is.
reference, what was your response to From S9's Love Bomb?
I liked Love Bomb. Good song.
Yeah, that's what comes to mind when I think like what's a pure like blown out saccharine K-pop song, and I love that song.
The Love Bomb has kind of range to it. It's not like at the same level of smile intensity all the way through or whatever. Like it has changes.
It does have a buried darkness in its harmony that is well, it's not even that buried. It does come out in the verses.
Yeah.
So yeah, maybe that's the thing that is required for you to have some sort of a contrast or conflict between, and that's fair. That's fair. But I think there's definitely a place for a song like this, and I've been enjoying it.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Can we also comment on how they used? I was so confused for a while with the title, and then I was like, "Oh, they're doing emoticon, the term that we haven't used for over 10 years." I was like, "No one's called them that for like 15 years. It's emoji now."
when I saw the heart emoticon in the title, I thought it was gonna be hearticon,
Yeah.
but Loveticon is cute. I'm down with it. The most superficial choice for me to be taking apart, but yeah, I liked it. Okay. Bye T.
City.
Have a good one. Yeah, I like the styling across this. It would be interesting to tally and see how many 3D emoji have featured in K-pop music videos over the past 3 years or so, because that has been major. Groups from ranging from aespa to CSR have the
twice.
Yeah, for sure. That's definitely popular. I imagine that's like someone has those 3D models saved and they're just sharing them around. Like, okay, you can throw these bubbly emoji in the background, really spruce things up.
Yeah, someone bought the asset pack and they're all like sharing it around.
yeah. That's how I imagine these things go.
I feel like they all just bought the like over the top Y2K like K-pop TikTok version pack, and we're like, right, these are part of it, so let's just throw these into everything.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, they also come out with a lot of good Adidas 3-stripe fits in this video. Pretty solid. Tripoloski. Yeah.
Let's bring some hard bass into K-pop. I'd love that. Let's bring that. Come on, that could be the new trend, right? For guys, at least. Some hard bass. Yeah, I mean, let's have it.
Stacy just performed in the Philippines and did a song in Tagalog. Maybe CSR visits the Northeast in that capacity, and it would be beautiful if they gave us a Tripoloski rendition. That would be pretty cool in their trackies.
That would be fantastic. Hard. Let's have that. Let's spin off this whole 90s-ish, Y2K-ish stuff, and let's bring Tripoloski back.
Yeah, that sounds like a trend that I could sit with for a while. Depending on who would kill that. I feel like
Tripoloski. Who could even pull off Tripoloski?
Well, I mean, okay, you got to assemble a unit across companies. You got to get Momo. Ooh. You got to get Winter. Somehow you got to get Momo and Winter. And then wait, what?
You're doing the girl version, okay?
Yeah.
Because to me, Tripoloski is a very male song.
Sure,
extremely male song.
Yeah, but you don't think Momo could pull that off? Momo could pull off just about anything.
She can't pull off Be Mine, so I don't think she can pull off Tripoloski.
She sounded more masculine than I could ever hope to, saying being Lamborghini. So I feel
and
like
she sounded very Russian, so maybe she could pull that off.
That is why I'm
saying.
Yeah, and I think Winter also has a little bit of that intensity to her. And sometimes I can hear what she's saying in Cyrillic, so I feel like she makes sense. Yeah, so we got some ideas here that, if we have any K-pop creative directors floating around, happening to listen, we have ideas is all. But but yeah, so I've enjoyed this. I have a bunch of other stuff that I, as you know, kind of wanted to call in, but I've been out for it a couple weeks, and it looks like this next week is going to be mostly dry. So I figure I can come back
We
on
can save some for
next
sure.
week. And I
December
imagine
is always dead, so don't worry too much if you've got loads of stuff left over.
Yeah, that's my thinking. And I imagine that someone might swoop in and claim it's Cheshire. That's fine with me. But we definitely have to talk. We definitely have to talk. Yeah, what else? We had all the Spotify rap drop and Apple rap drop as well, and we found out the revelation that your most played song of the year was by boy group Drippin'.
Yep. Villain
Villain
is a banger. I have said this since day one.
Yeah, no, you're right. I didn't realize that was your number one, though, is the only thing.
Yeah.
But respect.
Oh, Jesus. We just got an Ichillin bomb. Siamese is here. Hi, Siamese.
Whoa.
I always forget how loud I have that set, and then it comes on, I'm like, I like it, dude! And I'm like, oh, Jesus!
It's really how it should be.
Absolutely. It has to jump scare me.
Yeah, we just had Ichillin on, so it's beautiful.
Yeah. Poetic, almost.
Almost, yeah. Yeah, so, my top 5 artists were very predictable. It was Stacy Twice, Luna, Red Velvet, G Friend. That was my top 5. And, that's how it should be.
But it was all over the shop, as you'd expect.
Yeah.
Samuel So, Chromeo, Summercake, Polka Dot Stingray, and Epic Eye.
Respect.
All
you
over
have
the
your
place.
lane.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like
all
that.
over the world, fine, Love to see it.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah, and then some things over the past couple of weeks, let me just touch on really quick. I want to say that I really like Chaeyoung's B-side Aquamarine off the album where I forget what the title was, but it was the vampire one.
The Hush Rush thing?
Yeah, Hush Rush.
Yeah.
Yeah. One of the B-sides of that, Aquamarine, I didn't expect it to be growing on me as much as it has, but I've been playing that. I really like it. And then, the B-sides that have been performing really well based on my streaming analytics have been, the VV's B-sides, Tweet Tweet, and hashtag Flashback
Oh, for sure.
just such strong entries.
Amazing. Love, Love, Love. Amazing.
Yes, yeah. And then the Party Pop. I like Party Pop too.
Yeah, Party
Pop. Yeah, I rock with that one. And then Basics I played way too much this year, as well as Billy's Moon Palace. But you'll probably be hearing about that again once we get to year wrap up.
I'm expecting it.
Yeah, so I'll cool off on that. But yeah, CSR, Ichillin, beautiful. Wish them all the best luck. Congrats, CSR, on their first win. Go watch that encore stage. Thank you very much for having me, Diggy.
Thanks for coming on.
Appreciate ya.
Likewise. Talk to you soon.
Loveticon.
See you later. That's the end of the audio podcast for this week. Hope to be back next week. See all you audio listeners then.